remember, I think the first video I ever posted to my YouTube channel was a school of baby mullets. And guess what we've got down here? They're jumping all over the place. Can y'all see them? That's how they school up. Hey everybody, Mandolin here. This was an unexpected message, and I know the lighting isn't the best, and I know the sound isn't the best, but I'm working with what I've got here to bring you guys things that have come to me. I've been very reflective today, and of course I checked out the astrology and the things that I found in my own chart were that this is a time for self-analysis and recalibration. It's a time for a need for cooperation, but also maintaining your own independence or your freedom to be yourself for the right reasons. Your ego has got to come into balance. As I said, I looked at the planets to see what was going on, and it's also a time when we want to raise the consciousness. Low vibe situations and people are depressing, and I felt this incredible sadness this morning, and so of course looking at the astrology helped me to figure it out a little bit. I may have found a new spot as long as things stay relatively quiet. This is what we call the landing. No, RJ, this is not a park. This is the backyard. We got a nice little piece of a dock over there that's being repaired. Hurricanes have wreaked havoc on this place, this area, and we've been very fortunate to be spared. My heart goes out to those in Louisiana, especially. I saw some of the, I've been through some hurricanes, and I can't say, wow, just wow. Keep your thoughts and prayers. They need a lot of compassion there. So I'm going to jump into this and keep it short. Pay attention to the astrology. Not only what your planets are saying, but when you look at the astrology, it's just where the planets are. It's overall effect of the collective, okay, of humanity itself. I'm keeping an eye on Chewy because he is tether free, and he does know the area and would like to run. This is going to be a time because the sun is trining the moon. So it's bringing this desire for an end of conflict, for inner peace to be projected in your surroundings. Jupiter has been retrograde, and this means that this has been a time to re-examine your abundance, your ideas, your beliefs. Jupiter's going to go direct on the 12th of September. Where are you going to direct any changes when that happens? Changes in your ideology, changes in your financial direction, changes in your flow, really. Do you desire to grow, or are you happy with where you're at? It's not a judgment, it's simply a choice. And I felt such incredible sadness this morning, and I realized that, like so many other people, we're just tired of the conflict. We're tired of the hate. I have such very good friends that I've never met in person, but they're totally different than me, and we find such joy in each other's different experiences. And in some of the experiences, we find such incredible compassion for each other. Again, watching Chewy. And with that being said, I've been reevaluating as Jupiter has asked, and this has been a long period. Jupiter, like I said, came to me, and again, sponsored by Jupiter, because Jupiter really wants to cooperate with us, to assist us. Jupiter's kind of far out there, you know, not when we think of directing us, affecting us so directly, but it does. Jupiter is very important. It's the largest planet in our system. We recognize Jupiter by the huge eye that we now know as a storm. It brings the inner storm up within us. It's proof that we can survive and even flourish through a storm. Luck and money is what most people think of when they think of Jupiter. That's what they associate with it, the energies. I definitely didn't see any of that materialize in my physical existence. But that massive storm reached me. It draws me in and it ignites curiosity, and curiosity ignites growth. Still keeping an eye on Chewy. Now there was plenty of that, because when I had lost everything, I mean, not the most recent was, my husband was killed. I was thrown out of my home. I had to give away my horses. I had to give up the land that I had put my retirement into saving from back taxes. I had to give up the land that I had developed a bond with. I felt I had nothing, and then less than 2 months later, my big brother dies. I just got kicked over and over again. And then my boat burned that I was living on. Every time I had a blessing, I got kicked in the head. And somehow I was still alive, and I was riding down the road one day, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still here. What do I do? And I heard guru, and I'm like, what? Who is that? It's like, this is Jupiter. You are a guru. That's why you went through this. This is a turning point. And it became so clear that Jupiter was urging me to see the growth and expansion available because of all the trauma and loss. Jupiter encouraged me, showed me a path of growth, learning, and even evolution. We often don't think of the influence of Jupiter. It's far away and it's not intrusive. It has a gentle energy, really. But as Jupiter pauses in Capricorn, it asks us to review, to analyze on a collective and on an individual level. See the gentle urging and the willingness to mentor that Jupiter offers. Express gratitude. And in that, this is my message to Jupiter right now. I ask for your continued help and cooperation. You stood silent through my trials, knowing the path they would pave. I see the beauty of the love, of curiosity and growth that you nurture. And I give you gratitude and respect. Sorry I look so rough, you guys. I am on the last day of an 8-day integration. I received some huge downloads a while back, and I'm very exhausted. But I ask you to consider those things that you might want to change. Be honest with yourself. Authenticity, integrity, very important. And see the deceit and all of the violence around. Trust the people you love. And let that be what shows. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. There is going to be a new moon video coming out, or not a new moon, but a moon video, full moon Pisces, coming out this weekend. I've been working on it, giving this a lot of thought and a lot of energy. And just know that my heart's with everybody that's suffering right now. I'm tired of the suffering. Let the healing begin. We're here to heal. We're here to help you find your way. I love you so much. And start that conversation with you.